All right, so it's a fish, it's a smallmouth, and we're going to take it. It's a start. Welcome back, folks, to another video with flyfishingwithjeff.com. And as you can hear from the cicada, it's a hot summer day here in Indiana, and we're fishing for smallmouth. Got some beautiful water ahead of us, a little bit low, and they're a little bit skittish, so we're going to have to make long casts. Be careful, keep our profile down, keep our mud and debris out of the flow, and we're going to see how it goes as we go down through here today. So come along with me. Boy, I hope we catch a big bruiser today, and we'll just see how it goes. All right, so there's a perfect spot, absolutely perfect spot, because this water is eddy flowing through the riffle, and those smallmouth will, surprised there's not even a bigger one maybe still in there, but they like to lay just off the edge right back in there where they can come in and bust, very quickly bust bait fish, crayfish, anything that comes there, because they're really opportunist in what they're doing. So, I mean, he's not huge, but again, another nice fish. So when you come up to these, be careful, keep your profile down, out, don't get the mud flowing through the stream, and we're going to make a long cast back into that section. And I'm swimming that bait fish through there now like I'm in trouble, and I'm hunting for shallow. Whoa, there was a hit, darn. And that's exactly what they're going to do. Like I'm the bait fish pattern, looking for shallower water, because I want to get out of that trouble. There we go. Up. All right. Gotta hook them. Try that again. There's still current moving through, even all the way over there. Ooh, that was close. Now we're looking for shade where they can lay back in the shade, not have to worry about overhead. Oh, come on. And now we got a tree root coming up, so we're going to lay that fly back in front of that tree root. And one more time now, even closer. Splash it down in there, let them see it. Oh goodness, there was one. That one hit, stripped the line out from underneath my fingers. So anyway, work closer and closer and closer to that cover, like I did right there. Easy now. Easy now. And again, he's no beast, but boy did he just hit like a big old fish. And let's keep working that cover right down in there. Now I'm going to go back up just a bit and see if I might be able to pull one out from underneath that shade. Okay. And I want it to swim now with the current right down in front of that treble. And don't give up on them out here. They'll follow it along. Okay. Now we got another little piece of shade right there in cover. Oh, there was a tap. There. Ah, probably a little fish. And that's kind of how you really need to dissect a piece of cover. Yeah, I can see the bluegill following me in right there. From all the way up top through that run right there. Keep your profile down. Don't let dirt filter into the stream. And really work that cover. And I think you'll do well with that. Alright, so it came out of that shade. I saw them there. They were swimming around, kind of being bullies. And there was another one right there with him. So again, keep your profile back, make a long cast into there with this bait fish pattern. And coax them out of there. Let's see. That was kind of cool. You're sitting right back in that pocket, in that shade, waiting for anything to bring a meal through that little riffle. All right, come here. Nice. And that was indeed a meal. Very, very, very shallow water here. Just flipping this minnow up and down the pool here, and I watched this big guy come in behind it. Stage. Wow, what a great, I wish I'd had the camera running for you folks, but I was just walking along, just flipping my fly into these little pools and little pockets. So let's take a look at this guy. That's a nice fish. Very nice fish. That little pool, that's great. All right, let's get you unbuttoned. Beauty. Look at that fish. Wow. All right. Come on, let's see what you are here. Don't be shy. You're about 16. Alright, and away you go. I hope you can see him right up in there still. That was beautiful. Now one of the things I did just then, again it wasn't on camera, but I had a smaller fish follow it out from the first set of rocks. And I didn't set the hook, I didn't even give it much action. And then the bigger fish was down right there behind that boulder. Well, it sounds like maybe that was the plan, and it was the plan. Sometimes you can waste it on an 8-9 inch little bitty guy and there's a bigger one behind it, so be patient. But again, just walking along here, staying to the far right, and all I'm really doing, or was doing, and do this a lot here, is just back casting and letting that bait fish, just like it is right now, fall down by that pool. Here's another set of rocks right here. Very easily could be a big fish in there holding. I may have just busted, yep I did. I spooked one out right then. And that's going to happen because it's so shallow. Here we go. Came right up in the shallows for it. That's not one of the big ones though. Not bad though. Maybe we are quiet enough that we can slip back in there and easy now, easy. And get one of your buddies. There we go. All right. Oh, bigger fish chasing the littler fish, darn it. All right, well that was fun. I don't believe I caught him. I think he caught me that time. Right down there in the very bottom of the pool there. Let's try that again. All right, folks, I'm going to tie a very quick tie for you here. I've got this on my website, a couple other places, but I've been kind of tweaking it. We're going to do a little bait fish pattern that's been working for me very well. And honestly, it's so simple, it's almost stupid, but simple and cheap is good because when it comes time to bust one off, you don't feel like swimming and you don't feel as hurt by losing your fly. So I've already got a Mustad size 4. It's probably a 4X long hook, tied and ready to go. It's got 15 wraps of .030 lead, and then I've got big fly white thread here, and I'm a streamer guy, so I like big thread. So we've already got it set up, we're ready to go. This is as simple as it's going to be. We're going to take a white marabou quill here, and we're just simply going to tie it in from the top and work our way all the way back, holding that marabou right on top. Come back to about the hook point and stop. Now we're outdoors, but I usually take a second to do a little preening and work some of these boogers out of the marabou. Plus I also like to wet it down so it doesn't quite get in my way at that point in time. All right, at this point in time we're going to take some Crystal Flash UV Pearl. Really nice stuff. I like this. I'm a visual fisherman, so I like to see my fly. And we're going to grab, 4, 5, 6, however many you come up with. This isn't rocket science. And probably double the size of the hook is good, so that it hangs just down about the same length as the marabou. We're going to tie it in right on top. One tie right over the top, pull those back. A couple more ties, we don't want them rooster tailing up there, so we're going to tie them down right there. And next, and actually last, is we're going to palmer in this Palmer Chenille Small Light Blue. Now, you can pick this up a lot of different places. I always buy my stuff down in Missouri, and I buy it at Fort Bennett because their prices are so good. But you can get this chenille anywhere. It comes in small, medium, and large. And depending on the shape that you want your fly to be, that's how what you do to choose. Most of the time I go with small or medium. Very seldom do I go with the large stuff. So we're going to tie this in the back. Again, this couldn't be much simpler. One tie right here towards the back, and we're going to work our thread forward. And if you get any of these little boogers in here, go ahead and pick them out. And we're going to leave the thread at the front. Now we're going to palmer this forward. The chenille, that's an old term. Some of you know it, some of you don't, but we're going to go thread to thread, and we're going to palmer this forward. And I'm putting a pretty tight wrap on this because I want a low profile on this fly. I want it to look like the bait fish that are in the stream, the creek that we're fishing. So we're going to keep palmering forward as I'm losing my stuff out here. And we're going to close it off here in just a second. Probably could use pliers here at this point in time, but we're going to keep moving forward right to the front of the fly. Alright, we're going to close it up, couple laps over the top. Get rid of the excess. Now pull everything back, give yourself a good, nice, clean head on the fly. However you want to finish your fly at this point in time. I'm going to put a couple tight loops at this point in time right over the top. I'm going to cut my thread, and lastly I'm going to go to my Bondique. If you haven't used this stuff, well, you should be. I just like it because I have not had a fly come apart on me since I started doing this. Now here's the one thing, we're outside, so don't make the mistake that people make. I've made it once, is I'm going to apply this in the shade. Okay, and all I'm going to do is lay a little bead right on the top, work it around the side so it adheres those threads down top of the fly, and then I'm going to let the sun take over. And in fact, that fly is now cured and ready to go. We'll take it out, and that's what it's going to look like in the water. And in fact, it will look a lot like the bait fish that we actually will be seeing. I call them skipjack minnows, but they'll be skipping through the water ahead of us that the smallmouth will be crashing. So hope that helps. Give that a try. It's not very complicated, and I know everybody thinks, well, fly's got to be complicated. It really doesn't. The end result is we want to catch fish. So give that a shot and we'll see how it works.